Appreciate you all tuning in today. We're gonna just introduce everybody who might be new to the ranch to my friends Gertie and Maud. Talk a little bit about how we met and how long we've been training. All the different things. I thought I'd tell a couple stories because they've definitely have done some interesting, fun things along the way, haven't you? Yeah. Take it. So, I thought I'd start off today with Gertie. If you remember last week, on our last episode, I talked a little bit about my horse Canner, and Canner brought me out to the ranch. He's my rescue horse who needed a good place to stay. Hide. Good one. That's Gertie's new trick. And Canner came out to the ranch, and pretty quickly I got to meet these two cute little donkey sisters. And got asked to help out working with them a little bit. When I met them, Gertie and Maud were pretty young. I think they're only about 2, if I recall correctly. But that was several years ago, and now they're getting up there. How old are you now, Gertie? Do you remember? Open. Good job. Touch. And Gertie already knew how to do that. And it was pretty clear that they were pretty smart. They knew how to do a lot of cool stuff. And if they didn't get a little bit of brain work, they were going to keep on coming up with interesting and clever ways to teach themselves all sorts of tricks like this. So that trick right there, Gertie taught herself. Circle. This trick is one that I taught her to lead, but also to follow my lead a bit more. And now she's really great at leading off lead. But one of the first things that she learned, touch, was to rear on cue. And it was because she was getting so frustrated that her sister Maud was getting trained when she wasn't. She was stuck in here, that she started to rear. Rear! Let's see if we can get her to do one when she couldn't get out of her. Whoa! She's getting a little too worked up. Gertie, take a break. Rear! She's stomping. She says, I want to train. Fist bump. She doesn't want to get left behind. Rear! So she actually learned this behavior. Okay, you can come out and demonstrate it. Let's go. Poor thing. I don't want you to be so sad. Rear! Oh, that was pretty good. If you look back at the footage of her first rear, she'd get all the way on her hind legs and stand all the way up. But as she's gotten older, her enthusiasm for rearing has gone down a lot. But she still is, you know, somewhat good at getting frustrated if she thinks that she's getting left out. She always wants the attention and to be involved, especially when training is happening. So let's just check and see if I'm right about this, but I'm guessing that she just left a bunch of treats in here uneaten because she's more interested. Yep. Okay, clean it up. There's a bunch of stuff in there, and she walked away from it because she's more interested in learning, because she's so smart, than she is actually in food anymore. And so she would rather leave behind a bunch of treats she could have for free because she wants to do the fun stuff that we're going to do together. So when I first met her, she was definitely more interested in the food, but now she wants to have a good time. She wants to work that brain. Touch. And one of the other first things I taught her was how to touch a target stick, because touch, take it, drop it. She wasn't the best about following along, and it was a good way to help her move around. Can you pick it up? Can you bring it? Let's see. This might be a hard one. We practiced this a little bit recently, but it's kind of new. Why, thank you. Give me one more. That's a good hide. Pick it up. Bring it. She's like, I don't know, Mackenzie. Touch. Thanks. I want to just try one more. Pick it up. You got it. Thank you. Yes. So I thought that I would go through just some of the basics of how I trained her, since last time with my horse Canner, we didn't really go over that. I just demonstrated what he could do. And for Gertie and Maud, I thought I would show you a little bit. So originally I thought she would just do a rear behind that fence, but she was so worked up and frustrated, she couldn't remember how to do it there. She was too concerned. Take it. What else can you do? And I thought I'd just demonstrate a little bit of all of our training. So, yeah, bring it. Good donkey. One of the first ways that we taught Gertie behavior was just taking existing behaviors that she already knew, because she was so smart, like rearing, and just what we call capturing, which is when the behavior occurs, we click and give a treat. That's how we train this behavior that she's doing right now. Is a couple weeks ago, I just captured it when she was doing it. I clicked and gave a treat. She was just reaching to get at something on her tummy. And then, after it's happening repeatedly, we can name it. Hide. So we're trying to pair the name with the behavior. Hide. Not trying to say it before, but trying to say it as it happens. Hide. And she's really familiar with this process because of all the training we've done. So she can do it faster than an animal has ever done it before. Hide. Now that we've done that several times, we can test it once and see if she can do it on cue. Fist bump, get different behavior, hide. Behavior is on cue. So that just tells us that she knows how to do this behavior. Leave it. Consistently in this environment with this level of distraction. And if we expect her to be able to do it in other environments with other levels of distraction, we'll probably start back over with trying to capture it. Touch. So that's one way we can get behaviors, and one of my favorite ways to have gotten behaviors with her was to capture, because she's so smart and she offers such a good range of behaviors. Another way that we've gotten behaviors with her is by a process known as shaping, but that process starts by just creating a positive association with this noise, hide, right here. So every time I click, she's going to get something good, and usually that's a treat. And the way that we establish that is we just get out 10 treats, and we click and we treat. I'm not going to do all 10 because she already has this pretty well established in her brain, but the first time you do this with any animal, you just click and treat for anything. It can even be a behavior you don't want. All you're trying to establish is that every time you click, a reinforcer is coming down the line, which makes the click a secondary reinforcer. Click, treat. We don't want to start something that looks like we're going to give them the treat, start handing the treat and then click. Ideally, it's, no information, click, and then a treat comes. So then we can start to shape behaviors. And shaping just means we're just trying to click, create a situation in which a behavior is likely to happen, like walking over to a gate, and then click for every time the behavior we're looking for. In this case, it's just pushing the gate with our nose. Happens. Very cool. And she's showing us that she understands a lot of things about this gate, one of which is that she can manipulate. Good. That little slide there. And the way that she does it is she kind of bites it a little bit. Let's see if she does it again. I'm looking. You can close me in. No, you're coming in with me. She's testing out a couple other things, but I'm looking specifically for lifting that latch. And I can go back to just clicking her for touching the gate, but I think she'll offer it here pretty quick. She got the latch that time. Let's see if I can keep shaping for lifting the latch. And it could just be that I start out with any sort of interaction with the gate or specifically for the latch. Hi. You were doing such a good job of it earlier. Did you decide it wasn't the latch? And if we're not having success, we lower our criteria or we just start somewhere else where it might be easier. So I'm hoping that by stopping pretty close to the latch, she'll think to try it, give it a try. So she touched the latch. She touched a different part of it. Let's see, I'm gonna give her one more, see if she goes for the latch specifically. She got the latch, very nice. She's playing with the latch again. She just pulled it. Just pushed on the gate rather than the latch. Just trying to hide, just to see if that would work. Hi. Hi. And then I might just try one more. And in shaping, we don't want to really focus. It's just really quick, short lessons where we just do a few reinforcements. Latch. That was it. So we got the latch one more time. Latch. I probably shouldn't be associating it with a word quite yet because it's not the full behavior, but that's fine. Leave it. We'll try and do something fun. So another thing that we did really quickly is we practiced donkey parkour, where we ran around and did fun stuff. And I think we'll demonstrate that right now. Ready? Yeehaw. Donkey parkour is a little different than human or doggy parkour because it's just going up on cool objects. Good job. Take it. Let's go. Gertie's always been a pretty big fan of it. She likes running around, having a good time, showing off. Over. Around. Over. I'll take it over this. There, good job. Yeehaw! She just did a bunch of yeehaws over. Did you like it? We also got into some adventures. We went down to the post office and delivered some mail, didn't we? That's kind of an adventure. That's when I realized she needed some alternative ways of leading because she'd stall out and fight the rope and stuff. So we worked on target training for that reason, didn't we? You ready to go play with McCall? What other adventures did we get into? We went and saw the world's worst Santa Claus one Christmas. He was really mean. Latch. Good job. She wants to show off. She needed a little break. And that happens a lot with training where when animal gets frustrated, open. Very good. They need a little break and then they can demonstrate a lot more learning. Let's see what else you can do. Okay. Open. You gonna help me close it? Let's see if we can get it closed too. Gertie already knew how to open gates, and one time she had a great adventure opening all the gates for all the horses and having a big party. Didn't you? When you figured that out, you thought everybody should probably get out. Close. Very good. That was very good close. Latch. Let's see if we can get one. She really likes knowing the names for all the different behaviors. But she's not as big of a fan of pets or just attention for attention's sake. She likes learning things, figuring out ways that she can use it to benefit her and her equine friends and liberating horses from stalls, don't you? Another big adventure we had was going to Oxentown, and she's visited town several times. You want to take Gertie and I'll take Maud?
I think Maud thinks it's her turn.
Is it your turn? I think Gertie's ready for a different.
Gertie.
Maud.
Yes.
Maud, on the other hand, has always been a little bit more interested in people and just petting and just getting love. Yeah, and a little bit shyer, but in the last 2 years, since we've really focused on training, she's also come out of her shell a little bit. She's willing to try all sorts of new creative stuff. She used to be afraid about new objects, and now she's really blossomed out. She used to never like to run, but now she's enjoying running a lot. And the other thing I've noticed too is her skin problems have seemed to gotten a lot better. I think a little bit more regularly diverse diet might have helped with that, and just getting into her own legs so she's not quite. A lot of times when animals are a little bit shy of stuff, it's actually a sign that they're a little shut down or distressed about it, which Gertie would kind of get on her every time she did something she didn't like. And I think that that's diminished a bit, and Maud's come out of her shell and a little bit less stress, which means she's not having, like, she'll do stuff like that, like, come on, let's do it. You want to play Click? This is one of her favorite games. Click. Good job. Take it. You're looking really spry and healthy, kid. I like your haircut right now. Looks pretty cool. One of the first things that I trained Maud was leave it, and she was really good at it. And now, since she's gotten a little bit more spry, she's not as good at it, which is kind of fun, actually. Leave it. Let's see how she does. It's like, I think I'll get in there still. So we'll retrain that one. This is a great first behavior to train any animal. Good. And it's just teaching them the principle that to get the food, they have to ignore the food. So as soon as her nose comes away, I'm going to click and give her a treat. Her nose came away a little bit, click, give a treat. I like to make sure and give a treat from somewhere else, especially early on, so it's not confusing. So from my hand. She's trying to take it, which is good. That's something we've been working on, so it's totally understandable that she would try it. Leave it. We've been working on trying to pick up stuff. I'll let her play with it a little bit. But she's also not going to get anything for that right now. She's got to kind of hear the... Leave it. Good. So nose is coming away. Take it. You can cook both of those if you want to and give another one. You're such a good-looking donkey. Yeah, you are. When I was first training her to do this, she was young, and she was losing her teeth. And her, oh, target. She says, I want to play fun games. You feeling good because it's really nice out? Want to play a little take it? Says, I don't want to play leave it. I want to play fun games like touch, take it, run around. Take it. Just bit it. Target is also a really great game. It can build motivation in an animal that's a little shy. And it just starts like that. So you put out the target. Yeah, you got it again. Yeah, good job. And all you're trying to do is move it away from them. And the first moment they get it, they get a click and a treat. And then, as you build up, you should do that several times, a few different sessions for at least like 5 to 10 treats. Once they're as regular as Maud is, you can start doing 2 targets. You caught it. That was a funny way to do it. Take it. See if we can get up there. Good job. And you can start moving it all around, put it in funny places. You can start to teach spin with it. Just like that. You can also teach all sorts of other cool tricks, like walk around me in a circle. Touch. Take it. Let's go. Yeehaw! Touch. Just like that. You can also teach animal to go into all sorts of places they're not used to this way. Or maybe it's also a good just way to show them that it's safe to go into space. Touch! Good job. Are you being funny right now? Maud has a lot of character. Did I mention this? I got distracted by her target training. When I was first teaching her leave it, she was young and losing her teeth and a tooth fell right out. It was pretty funny. Maud's a favorite with everybody because she's just so sweet, but she's also really smart. When we were working on training her to see if the donkeys could count, which is a really tricky and hard thing to train when you don't have back and forth language. And while we were doing that, Maud was just showing off her excellent mathematics prowess. Touch, touch. Did you get distracted by your sister being over there? Good one. And she counted all the way up to 7 or 8, I believe. Touch. You're a little distracted. What's your sister doing? What are they doing? Thanks. Oh. Ready, yeehaw? Yeehaw! Come on, Maud. Maud's not sure if she wants to hang out with me or McCall now. You done? Okay, you can be done. You want to go over there? You gonna sing? Oh. She says, I don't like you talking about me this much. You're telling all my secrets like that I can count to 8. Come on, let's go. She also really likes grooming a lot more than Gertie does. So sometimes she likes to have a little grooming break. And I give her a little bit of new stuff to think about there with the spin and stuff. And taking breaks is an important part of good training. You want to do a little grooming? Or do you just want to see what they're up to over there? Yeah, grooming? She says, I would like some grooming, thank you. Ospreys are having a lot of fun. More pets? Flying around today. So those are the donkey divas. They're sisters. They're half sisters. And they're really sweet donkeys. I've known them for coming up on a decade here. Give it another couple years and we'll be there. About 8 years, 9 years. Like I said, we've been on all sorts of adventures. Gertie's found ways to make most of those pretty exciting, like not crossing railroad tracks. The Maud always kind of soldiers along. Hi. Yeah. Like in the pets. And she's really good at letting you know when she's done, which I think she's just needed a little break. It's pretty hot out in that sun, huh? When you're dark hair colored donkey, you need a little more break from that sun probably. She's very communicative. She's always trying to talk, and she's the best singer of the two. But Gertie's probably the better dancer. Wouldn't you say, McCall, Gertie's the better dancer, Maud's the better singer of the divas?
That sounds like a me-ism.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, you probably said that.
Watch this.
All right, we're going to watch Gertie and McCall. Also, Maud really likes having her butt itched. They're working on their weavies. Gertie thinks it's the best. Look at how much fun they're having. Are you studying up? More pets? You gonna go try the weavies too?
Yes. Her weavies are really good.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Around?
Maud wants to do it now.
Should we swap back real quick?
Yeah, let's swap back for the end. So those are your donkey divas. I really love getting to train them because they're so smart and sweet. Here you go. You have a treat too. All right, you're going with McCall. Gertie, you come with me.
Mom.
Gertie.
Yes.
Yeehaw! No? You don't got no Yuhanya? Fist bump. They know more tricks than I can name at this point. And I forget them sometimes because they know so many. We train you so much, huh? You want to close it? Let's see if we can do it. Close it. Yeah. Do that again. One of their favorite games, though, is playing the creativity game, which they're both really good at. What else can you do? Which they know how to play with all sorts of stuff. So we're supposed to do something different each time. What else can you do? Let's see what else she offers. Thinking about it. Good. Let's latch. Do that again. Yeah, what did you do? Did you forget already? Come here, I'll help you. Whoa. What else can you do? Latch. Oh, that's good. That's a good close it. I'm all out of treats, so I think we're going to call it a day here because these donkeys have eaten up all the goodies. Yeah, you've eaten up all the goodies here. There's a little bit there. It's not much. And that was very nice. All right, thanks everybody. A big thank you to Gertie, to Maud for being such good friends and doing. She says, "Hey, hold on now. There's no food in there. Hey, will you give Gertie a treat for me? Or are you out? You're out?
No, I got them.
Oh, great. Well, you here. Maud has your or McCall has your treat. I just called you Maud.
I noticed.
Sorry. A big thank you to McCall for coming out and helping out, to all the ranch hands for keeping everything going, James for running the cameras, and Suzanne for making the whole thing go. And a big thank you to all you for tuning in. I hope to get to see you again next episode, which will be next week. Same time, same place, same donkeys, probably the same people. We'll see. Until next time, thanks everybody. Bye.